Hey guys, J-Dub here at Dub Kustoms. So a couple of weeks ago, I posted a picture of a bunch of rust that we found in this 69 Cougar. And I just wanted to give you guys a little update and show you what we did to solve the problem. I've never dug so deep into one of these unibody chassis. But I think it turned out all right. Let's have a look. So underneath here, when I took off those couple of mysterious patches, I looked down this and it was literally just Swiss cheese. It rusted right through. And if you guys don't know, in a convertible car, which this one is, the majority of your strength is across here. And if it's rotted right out in this area in particular, you got problems. And it's a lot of work to fix them. So what we ended up doing here is, instead of using the 14 gauge that originally would have come in this structure here, I originally tried to find these parts on the internet and everybody told me that, yep, they have them, but they don't have any in stock and they don't know when they're getting any. So I ended up making them myself, and I thought, if I'm gonna dig this far into this unibody chassis, I'm gonna build this convertible Cougar into the stiffest, strongest Cougar of them all, because he's got a 408 stroker going under the hood, 450 horsepower. So why not beef all this up? So we did. Built all this out of 1/8 instead of 14 gauge. And I'll show you the end shot here. So a big heavy 1/8, and I even tucked one extra stiffener in here. This wouldn't have been here. It would have been this piece and this piece. Everything beefed up to 1/8. Because again, he's doubling the horsepower from stock. So this car with no roof structure would be in big trouble. Not anymore. So there we go. If you're gonna put in all the hard work to fix some of this rust in these hard to reach places of these old cars, you might as well make it stronger than it ever was. And that's what we did here. Beefed absolutely everything up. And now that we're at the end of the rust repair and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, things start getting pretty bright pretty fast. This thing's getting all Ride-Tech suspension. It's gonna be pretty badass. Like I said before, there's a pretty sweet engine going underneath the hood. You guys have to stay tuned. The owner of the car wants me to put subframe connectors in, and everything I can find seems to come from the rear subframe up and over the seat box here to the front subframe. And he doesn't want to lose the ground clearance. So everything that I've seen, you lose about 2 inches, and he absolutely knows what he wants, and that's not it. So he's asked me now to make custom subframe connectors. And I've been pondering this for a couple of days, and I woke up last night in the middle of the night, which I do quite often, with the solution to my problem. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to build the subframe connector profiled to the floor, lining up with the front section and cutting through this box here. So I've got it all mapped out in my mind. I just have to build it. So check this out. Subframe connectors to this point, I'm going to reinstall them and connect the dots from point A, which is the front, to point B in the back. So you can kind of see what I got going on here. You know, we're only dropping 1 inch compared to 2.5 inches, possibly 3 with a stock store-bought kit. So now I'm just going to come and build paper templates, wrap around here, tie this into the floor. This is going to sweep down and tie into the frame. This side is actually going to sweep down all the way to the bottom of the inner frame rail, which will tie this sucker solid. practice when you're plasma cutting or oxyacetylene cutting to leave a few little tabs on your piece to help stop distortion. Anytime you get heat involved with metal, things move. So it's a good note to keep your tabs. Your parts will be just that much more accurate.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight.
Now that I have one subframe connector complete, all I have left to do is weld it in. I built all of the parts for the other side as I was building this side, so the other side will go twice as fast. One step that commonly gets missed is to put primer under all your new parts. I'm going to be using weld-through primer so it doesn't affect my welding once I put my new subframe connector on. Now we're going to have no bare steel trapped underneath this new part, which is going to add extra life to this fresh build. So there you guys go. If you don't want to purchase a store-bought set of frame connectors, or you just like the sleek look, or you just don't have the money but you have the skills, I've just showed you that you can build a nice set of subframe connectors with your two hands and no money out of your pocket. It's just time. Look at that clean installation. This car is running all Ride Tech suspension, so we had to weld the two tabs on the top of the Ford 9-inch. So having the engine installed and checking the angles is going to get us that much closer. So over here we've been fitting the hood scoop. We are building this car to replicate an eliminator. Mind you, they only made a few of them in '69 too, I believe. None of them were convertibles. So we're not building a period correct replica. We're just going after the look and upgrading and making it even better. But on another note, in this box is the heart of the beast. I gotta show you this. Check this bad boy out. Okay guys, check this baby out. This is a 408 stroker based on a 351 Windsor block, built by my boys at Canadian Crate Engine. They've always got my back when it comes to any of the engines I need here on any of the projects that I have at the shop. And there's no better day here at Dub Kustoms than a day a new engine comes for one of our projects. This motor here is 456 horsepower, and it's going to move this cat along quite nicely. So we got a Holley double pumper for the carburetor. We got some Super 44s, which will make it pretty aggressive sounding. A set of nice headers. Going to run all stainless steel exhaust. Check out the pulley setup on the front. This sucker's sweet! Hey guys, so it's been a little while since I've done an update on the '69 Cougar. Since last time, obviously it's went for paint. Stunning candy red color. It's been up at Andre's getting a custom stereo put in, the under matting, a few other doodads on the dash. It's back here at Dub Kustoms. We need to install the new engine, transmission, all the other components to finish this beautiful project off and get it back to our valued customer. Well guys, today's another big milestone for the '69 Cougar. Just picking it up from Kamloops Upholstery. They did an absolutely amazing job on the roof. Come check it out. Beautiful black top. Just about got this one done, guys. Dub Kustoms is still too small of a shop to do everything in-house. I feel so blessed to be working with such great companies. I just picked the car up from Kamloops Upholstery. Now I'm here dropping it off at Andre's to get the stereo and the rest of the interior put in. Living the dream. After months of hard work, the Cougar is finally back at the shop. Since we've seen it last, it's got the roof finished, the interior is completely custom and turned out absolutely amazing. We've got a few final little things to do. We've got to finish up putting the AC on, getting it charged, a few little things, wheel alignment, that sort of stuff. But check out the interior. Andres did an absolutely phenomenal job making this Cougar one of the sweetest around. It's got underglow lights everywhere and just gonna be one heck of a joy to drive. But let's get it offloaded and into the shop. always been a 4-speed automatic, and it's time to rip that junk out and drop in a 5-speed stick. Put an extra pedal down beside the brake pedal and turn this kitty into a cat. We're gonna be hitting the streets and seeing how much extra horsepower is unleashed just by changing from an automatic to a standard. Let's just take a minute to soak this girl in. Always just beautiful burgundy and black combo with the chrome rims. Absolutely looks insane. This car's got interior really second to none, done up at Andre's. They do great interior, as you can see with the black top, looking sick. Quick update on our 69 Cougar project. The transmission is out and on the floor. The flex plate is on the bench. The flywheel's installed and torqued. The clutch is on and the bell housing is on. We're just starting to do the math to make sure we got enough gap in between the clutch forks and the throwout bearing. It's calling for 1/8 of an inch. So once we get that all figured out and we shim the throwout bearing, we're gonna be able to take the bell housing off, install it on our transmission, and mate it up to the engine for the last time, throw the stick shift on, start our pedal assembly, and hopefully before too long, we'll be firing it up and taking it for a cruise. So I've got the transmission in for the first time, and I'm just cleaning the hole up. Originally, it was a big square hole, so I've built this little piece. I'm just slowly fitting it into place to make it so we've got a smaller opening for less moisture, water, etc., dirt to kind of be able to come through inside the vehicle. There will be a boot, obviously, but we're just trying to do the best job we possibly can. I've finished the patch on the floor. We've got the transmission back in. We're gonna put a little bit more sound barrier in the places where it's missing, and carpets back in, console, and start the pedals. We've got the brake and the clutch pedal back installed. We're just about ready to bleed the clutch system. We're waiting on a boot to finish this up, and our swap is just about done. We've got to take it out and do a little bit of testing and see how it performs, but light at the end of the tunnel is definitely shining bright. So we're just about done with our 5-speed conversion swap. The pedals are installed, the seat's back in. We're waiting for a shifter boot. We just finished bleeding the clutch. That all went well. We're just waiting on a few key components, a drive shaft being one of those. We can't put oil in the transmission until we have a drive shaft. Hopefully that shows up today. We're gonna be able to rip that tag off once we put oil in, and obviously, I think the last piece to show up is gonna be our shifter boot. So we're gonna take it out and pound the pavement a little bit and start getting the bugs worked out. And last but not least, we'll put the shifter back on. We got a slight mod to do there because it's not going to fit. So we're gonna have to just adapt, but that's what we do here. And we'll be able to give it back to our valued customer. The excitement is growing by the moment. So we've just finished up with our Tremec 5-speed conversion. We're gonna take it out for a little shakedown, make sure that everything is sounding okay, no vibrations. Bring it back to the shop, check for any leaks, check for any loose bolts, and then we'll be able to make the phone call and get it back to its righteous owner.